Hello Mishpacha, it's Courtney, America's Jewish mother. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with a tag video for Tag Tuesday, which I've been really delinquent on tags of late, so I think this is the first Tag Tuesday video I've done in quite a while. I was tagged by Jim at Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff in his original C tag because Courtney, right? So let's go. And also thank you to Jim for tagging me. So C is for countries that begin with the letter C, like Cuba, Cyprus, Colombia, Chile, etc., etc. What was the last book you read by an author from Canada, China, or another country beginning with C? So back in March, I read a collection of short stories by Plett, another C, called A Safe Girl to Love, and Plett is Canadian, so I think that was the last book or the most recent book that I read by an author from a country that begins with the letter C. C is for canine or cat. Show me yours. So insert clip of my dog Charlene. So again, appropriate, another C. So insert clip of Charlene here.
Have you ever seen such a precious angel baby in all your life?
C is for classic. What is the last classic book you read? So I think the last classic I read was The Count of Monte Cristo. 2 more C's. I am winning this. No, I finished that in April. So I started it for March of the Mammoths and it continued into April. So that was the last classic book that I read. C is for children's book. What was the last children's book you read for your own enjoyment? Honestly, I cannot remember the last time I read a children's book for my own enjoyment. I know that a number of years back, I was visiting some friends in New York, and they had a copy of Norton Juster's The Phantom Tollbooth, which I actually probably, yeah, it's down here on the bottom shelf because this is my childhood bedroom. So that was a book I absolutely loved in my childhood, and I don't know if I managed to reread the whole thing while I was visiting them or not, but that's probably the last one. And again, that was a number of years back and it was sort of purely for nostalgic reasons. So probably that one. C is for coloring book. Have you tried adult coloring books? What are your thoughts on them? I haven't. They do seem rather childish to me, but I suppose that is part of the appeal. And you know what? Whatever you have to do to lower your stress, especially these days, more power to you. C is for comedy. What is the funniest book you've read? So I think one of the funniest books that I've ever read is Straight Man by Richard Russo. So it is about a man named Hank Devereaux, who is a beleaguered English department chair at this small regional university in Pennsylvania. It is in the campus novel genre, and I think one of the reasons it was so funny to me is because I can relate to all of the politicking that goes on, because I also work at a small regional campus. So at one point in the novel, Hank Devereaux threatens on camera to kill a duck a day until his department gets its annual budget, because there's this pond on campus where a bunch of ducks congregate. So that's one thing that happens. And then there's just like a bunch of slapstick stuff that happens. So at some point later on, Hank is hiding out in his office and he falls asleep at his desk, and then when he wakes up he has wet himself, and I think that's because he was having kidney stones that were giving him bathroom issues or something like that. And he hears people outside coming, and he's like so mortified that someone would come in and find him in this state that he escapes up through the ceiling into like the crawl space up there. And yeah, it's just slapstick stuff like that. So that is definitely one of the funniest books I've ever read, and if you like campus novels, I would certainly recommend it. C is for comic books. Can you explain to me the attraction of these? So I don't really read like comic books proper, but I have read a few graphic memoirs, including Mouse, Fun Home, and most recently Genderqueer, which I just talked about in my last Friday Reads video, and all of which I really liked. Janet Remembered Reads posted a great video response to this question in particular, which I will link down below in case people have not seen that before, but she gives a really good explanation of sort of the attraction or appeal of comic books. And the last question in this tag is C is for cookbook. Do you have a favorite? And I'm not in Athens, so I unfortunately don't have this up. I don't have this to hold up and show you because it is in Athens. But my favorite cookbook is King Solomon's Table, a culinary exploration of Jewish cooking from around the world by Joan Nathan. And no, this is not my favorite cookbook because it's about Jewish cooking, although that would probably be reason enough. But it is in fact my favorite because it was given to me as a graduation present for my doctoral graduation by my dear friend Taylor from graduate school. And he wrote me this really long, lovely note on the inside of it. And yeah, and every now and then I take it out just to reread the note because it was like very sweet. And I have actually cooked a few recipes out of it for Passover. So there you have it. That is the C tag. And I guess for this tag, in case they haven't already been tagged in it, I will tag Hannah of Hannah's Books and Brian at Bookish because I know they both put out their own versions of the B tag today. So boom, there you go. You're already queued up for next week. But if you just see this and you want to do it, please feel free to also consider yourself tagged. So again, thank you to Jim for tagging me. Thank you for watching this. I hope everyone is staying healthy and well. I hope you're doing good reading whatever you're reading. And until next time, would it kill you to call you mother?